My daughter Brandy, had brought this boy home, and Brandy was about 29 years old, really struggling with dating and all. This dude had been over at the house about 5 times, and me and my father-in-law was in the kitchen eating, making sandwiches or something. And he came in the kitchen. I said, hey man, how you doing? You want something to eat? He said, yeah, I don't mind. So my father-in-law said, I'll make you a sandwich. So my father-in-law asked him, said, so, well, we done seen you around here a few times. What's your intentions with my granddaughter? He said, oh, we just, He said, I don't know what you mean by that. I said, he wants to know what your intentions is with my daughter. What's your plans? He said, oh, Mr. Harvey, I ain't got no plan. I said, no, dog. See, listen to me. When a man walks up to a woman, he has a plan. You may not share the plan with her, but you have a plan. Now, first of all, you want to sleep with her. Let's just get that shit out the way. And now you got to figure out what you got to do to sleep with her. That's the fucking plan. So let's stop the we don't have a plan shit. And he said, no, really, I ain't that way. We haven't. I said, sit down, man. Let me talk to you. So my father-in-law said, what's your plans for my granddaughter? He said, no, listen to me, gentlemen. I don't have a plan. I said, hold up, man. You talking to a dude. I was 54 at the time. I'm 54. My father-in-law, 80. Who you think you talking to? We done all the shit you can possibly think of. You have a plan for her. He said, well, so you want to put it like that. We just kicking it. I said, cool. Brandy, and I called my daughter in the room. I said, explain to my daughter what you just told me. He said, oh, no, that was just us talking. No, I ain't on your side. I ain't on your side. It's my daughter. You mean we just kicking it? Tell her what you told me. I said, Brandy, you like this boy? Yeah, Daddy. I said, tell her how you, I just told your father we just kicking it. My daughter's face cracked.
Can you hear me now?
She thought she had something. And then when he left, she said, Dad, how do you know this stuff about me? And I said, I ain't been nothing but a man. I ain't never tried nothing else. I've been a man my whole life. I ain't never been curious about no other. That's all I've been doing, dog. I don't know nothing else. She started crying. A couple days later, she said, Dad, you know how many women don't know this? I said, no. She said, you ought to write a book. I mean, yeah, some people that I've met, man, that were like heroes to me. When I met Richard Pryor at the ABC Comedy Awards in '96, I was standing right in front of him at this table. And this lady said, Steve, do you know who you're standing in front of? I said, no, who? She said, turn around. I turned around, it was Richard Pryor. I bent over, I shook his hand. He said, I heard a lot about you. Flynn told me. You pretty funny. And this Richard Pryor couldn't even talk. I said, I love you, man. Thank you, because he was the whole reason I got into comedy, I got through talking with him. The ABC Comedy Awards was in this huge hangar they had decorated. I went behind the bar, I cried for 20 minutes. I couldn't even. It's Richard Pryor. Then this girl came back there and saw me and got me and said, Richard wants you to call him sometime. I went to my seat and started calling that number from my seat. I got Richard Pryor's phone number, and I ended up forming a friendship with him before he died. I used to go by his house, play dominoes with him. That was a moment. When I met Muhammad Ali, that crushed me. Cried again. I ain't when I meet people that really matter to me, Met Mike Tyson one time and just was scared. Wasn't a hero of mine, and then I was just scared of him. We were in Saint-Tropez, which was on the French Riviera. We had went to this afternoon lunch spot called Club 54, Club 55. It's a lunch spot in Saint-Tropez. You come in on a tender, right? So the paparazzi are there all the time. And when you're walking in, they're in the bushes, they're in the sand, they're acting like they're relaxing on blankets, and they just be taking your picture. So it's a really crowded place. It's outdoor. The food is excellent. It's really just a spot for people that's on another trip. They just tripping. It's And so we're leaving, and I don't find the paparazzi, because they don't want to get they want to catch you off guard. That's how they make money. So I'm walking, I'm waiting on the boat to pick us up, take us back out. And we're walking on the pier. This comes up out the water. He's underwater. He got a water camera, and the popped up and went, "Steve, right here." And I turned around and clicked. That was the dopest that's ever happened. I made my family stand there and pose for that, because if you swim underwater and pop up with a camera, I gotta give you a shot, man. I gotta give you a shot. Ali will beat the out of Mike Tyson. Get the out of here. No. Muhammad Ali will beat the out of Mike Tyson. You young, you don't know what the you're talking about. Mike Tyson was Joe Frazier. Y'all don't understand what they fought for 15 rounds back then. You don't even understand what them dudes was doing. Ali knew too much. He'd have beat the out of Mike Tyson. Hey, dog, y'all don't even understand. Mike Tyson was only good for 3 years. No, I'm telling you. He won the title. He only defended his title successfully 3 times. He got beat every other time. Ali? Muhammad Ali? Get the out of here. He don't know about boxing. He from Chicago. He in his 40s. He ain't lived long. He don't know. Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson? Muhammad Ali and whoever. They be talking that Rocky Marciano. You better play the tapes back, get a real understanding of what these was really about. And like now, that's why they have no heavyweight division now, because they have nobody. This boy, Anthony Joshua, what's the boy out at Birmingham? Tyson Fury that beat, what's his name? Deontay Wilder. That's the heavyweight division? No way, man. Get his whooped. Wilder get his ass. He couldn't have whooped Lennox Lewis, couldn't have whooped James Quick Tillers, couldn't have whooped Norton, couldn't have whooped Larry Holmes, couldn't have whooped none of them boys. Them boys back then was heavyweight fighters for real. This shit they got now is fake. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. What? Who was that? Mike Tyson. Yeah, he was a bad boy. Yeah, now he'll whoop all of them, but not Muhammad Ali.